it's a bunch of malarkey. There's a great book by Michael Porter and Katherine Gehl that's called The Politics Industry, and I had them both on my podcast, FOMO Sapiens. Yeah. And basically, they looked at the political industry in the United States from the framework of Porter's 5 forces, which is the way that we analyze competition, his famous framework. And they found that the political parties in the United States are designed to self-perpetuate and gather resources in terms of power and money. They are not designed to serve the interests of their customers, which are the people. And so both political parties they're about amassing capital and power and not letting new entrants in, which is why why we have like primaries where it's like Democrat, Republican, then they go to the final, and then you throw in the conservative the independent, and they have no shot. So it's a bunch of malarkey. And so what I am focused on, in sort of like, as we think about the world we're living in today, I've gotten pretty involved in politics, not from a ideological perspective, because people can believe what they want. It's fine by me. I don't really care. I'm more focused on how do we create a system that reflects the will of the people, all the people, so that we have outcomes. We don't have gridlock. We have bodies of government that can actually get things done, that can create an environment where business is thriving, where we're competitive. Because what we know now is because our government is so broken, the U.S. is less competitive on a global scale versus a lot of other countries. And so businesses are hobbled.
No problem. But when you say it's broken, what are some of the things that are pissing you off about the system? What do you perceive as broken?
So I think there's a couple different things. Number one, like money in politics. There's way too much money in politics from corporations. Corporations have way more power than anybody else. And so when you look at the actual bills that get passed, they much more reflect the interests of corporate citizens than they do of individual citizens. So like that's a big one. I think the fact that voting is so screwed up. And by the way, I'm not saying from both sides, it's hard to vote people who shouldn't be voting. There's no systems, our tech is terrible. The fact that it's you have to wait in line for 6 hours and then it takes 19 days to figure out who won.
Bro, my dad was a demographer.
It's crazy.
My dad was a demographer, and he would say, vote early and vote often.
It's messed up. And then I think the fact that you have so little getting done, where you have real challenges facing our country, and that it takes so long to grind through things. And when they do, they don't even know what are in these bills, right? So so much money being put out the door, and by all the parties into things that there's no accountability, the PPP program, tons of money going to people who shouldn't have it.
That was a fucking mess.
It just bums me out.
Fucking mess. Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, there are good politicians on both sides, but the system is super broken, and there's bad politicians on both sides too, but there's no accountability because they're so gerrymandered that people don't even have to run on anything. So there's a lot of big challenges, and I'm part of a group called Leadership Now project, and we work on these kinds of issues.
If you're planning to become a deal maker at this level, make sure to join the Daily Dealmaker. We get into one little piece of this daily, and so you're just stacking and stacking and stacking these tools and tactics and strategies until they come out of you as naturally as they come out of me and the people that I work with. Add the tips, tools, strategies, tactics a little bit every day, and by the end of a year, be a totally different, new, improved person and a very strong deal maker.